I mean, the problem is obviously expectations for FaZe are always going to be so high just because of name value that you're coming into it and everyone's saying, yeah, you better bang. That's just what this team does. And FUT right now, well, they're hoping to bang them out of this upper bracket. It would be a disaster. FaZe, the invited wildcard team, are now going to be receiving aggression on this A side, and boy, have they received it with open fire. Brokey with 2, Symmetry and Gravity are the only ones to actually get responses, but they've got decent positions right now. Remember, Twist is going for a flank. He's going to be very late to this, so Gravity can actually navigate and put himself into a 1 versus 1 versus Twist. This is a very doable round for the FUT side, but not if Symmetry dies. Takes first contact, Twist comes in, Gravity distracted by that first contact, and with Karrigan picking up another, it is going to be FaZe to get that clean pistol win.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
And then it's an AWP in a weird position. I've seen it a fair few times where I wouldn't necessarily blame Symmetry for poor results. It's a lovely result though for Gravity. Boost into the window and a rifle that he retrieves.
And very good position to come through for later on as well. Twist now looking to make up for it, and he's done so in spades. Gravity though, with that stolen rifle, he's picked up Karrigan. Nice yellow action coming through, but he'll even come back into jungle, move past the incendiary. Frozen though is still a man to be contended with. FaZe Clan's 1 star before he was given company by Twist, but it is Gravity who is shining far too bright for their comfort. 4 kills on an eco around. FaZe, all that money they saved from the previous, they're going to need to spend it now.
Pulling through.
Rockies got the AWP out, first gun round. No one on the A-bomb side early on, and Jacob's able to take advantage of that proximity in middle. Rotation back over to A. Look at how dynamic FaZe are being there. Leaving Frozen alone, but it won't matter. Dynamicism be damned. It's too dead in connector. Demon, the one to inflict casualties. Karrigan. Deep grenade goes out. And he's going to be the one to lead the charge forward. Still, lots of noise being made out in the open. Good for the first, and Twist is covering off his side. Demon now with the Molotov lineup. He's going to realize it won't matter. There's already a smoke down, and when he does deploy the HE to pop it open, Karrigan standing ready to receive. FaZe with 4.
The star of the ship. They have been able to do well enough to demonstrate that against FaZe, which is no small feat.
Ooh, good kill from Brokey over here in short as Gravity tries to get a little bit overzealous. Fully blinded out, but a repeak is good. He's feeling himself right now. Repeaks on repeaks, 3 in total, and there's no reason for Symmetry to make the cross. He's waiting for Longs to make a play, but he's able to bait out the shot, and with that, Longs is going to be hoping to leap into Brokey. Still, with Frozen, quick casualty. Longs knows he has to bait out another shot. It's a missed attempt, and now Twist on the B bomb site will have to defend. Along with Jacob, they're both able to bring together 1 apiece, and FaZe still find 5. Need to open up that smoke. Jacob isn't going for too aggressive a line right now. He knows that his primary duty is staying alive. He's got a lot of utility for that late round, but with 40 seconds on this clock, Jacob worried about a push through the smoke. It's never going to be coming in. Karrigan takes point, and he's had his head taken clean off. Jacob, good for 1. Switches back out. Focus on Palace. Good for the second, but Demon is swinging for 3. Demon keeps himself alive, and he's covering up that bomb plot. It's Symmetry to put it down. Brokey, you've got to be joking! Right through the boxes, and now he's buying space for Frozen to come in as well. Frozen will seal the deal. 7 for FaZe.
He headshot him straight through triple. You know, the best chances so far from FUT have actually come off of that one time they went towards that A-bomb site and then lost it in the 3v3. Suddenly end up in a 2v2 where they can't even get that bomb down. Lovely entry once again from Demon. And it won't be a collection onto 2. It's Twist that answers back with 2 of his own. Frozen support from short. And while Twist commits to the reload back triple, that bomb is still stuck. Jugis kill out from Palace, and Demon finally funnels Twist into an unfavorable fight. Demon will be stopped at those 2 though. And the rotates aplenty. Karrigan and FaZe continue to spur on this CT side.
Providing assistance to Twist, so he knows he's got space for the reload as well. Just the comms going on in this team must be really fluid for this to be working out for them. FaZe looking, I mean, they're 8-0. Obviously they're looking good, but they're basically making every item. But now Jugus, good first skill, but Brokey through the smoke. There you go. Why not?
Just kept on peeking around that con smoke too. Onyx gets a second kill in middle, but responded upon by that AWP. Kravany testing the extremities will at least punish Karrigan. So man advantage here for FUT. First time they'll have had one of these and open runway to a plant. But with the money that's been built up here on Brokey, Frozen's got a lot in reserve. Karrigan will have enough to buy in the following. It will be an honest attempt here by FaZe, but Jugas' late round position into short, he could just cut them both down. It's Symmetry that holds in from the apartments. And while Brokey will try to save, he will get flanked, and there will be no possibility of such. First round on the board here for FUT, finally cracking through. There's just a lack of drive. No one's really pushing forward for any ambitious plays. Top con smoke here from FUT, but they've been Molotoved at the bottom of it, and they were hoping that they could creep up close to make an A-split happen. Frozen disrupting that initial plan already. Symmetry down, and Launex too. That bomb on Kravity's back has to make its journey in through connector, because Jugas and Demon, this double D duo, has been able to break on through, but Twist is locking them down. Bomb in his possession. Twist will swing high, and FUT will dry themselves out. The veterancy that FaZe were after when they picked Twist back up. It's a fast play here from FUT to B. Frozen already dealing with the first, but Demon again finding these entries into the bomb site, and they'll find Karrigan as well. Back bench, it's Brokey that sits inside of the smoke. That could be the hidden tiger, but Demon finally deals with him, and they'll shut out the rotate too. So Twist is too late to the party. FUT will find another collection, and it's on this B bomb site.
Yeah, second round at the very least, but it does feel like damage has been done. Good for them is that FaZe's money is going to be awful going into that next round. So no AWP out for Brokey. And you know, at best, a handful of premium rifles. So I do think maybe even missing those.
And it hasn't been a smooth activation of all these stars that FUT are proposing to the scene.
Let's go on a Twist. Nothing too surprising, but Brokey's still getting chaotic inside middle. It is 2 with the MP9. This was not the round where you were supposed to be experiencing struggles, and that's before we even talk about Karrigan and his position this deep into apartments. Jugas pushing through the smoke. Karrigan, you were supposed to have that. But it's back to 3v3, and Demon's got position. Here on this A-bomb site. See? Nice deep angle onto Frozen. Frozen gets eliminated. Brokey, though, comes in before the Molotov can bloom. He doesn't expect Demon in that forward-facing angle. That leaves Jacob alone, and it's an impossible circumstance unless he hits the best shots of his life. And those might not even be given to him.
Does have a nade. Throw that deep enough into A ramp, and Symmetry's dead, especially with Jugas so late to come out from the B side. Has to rendezvous with them. I think it's a noise bomb connector. Yeah, Jacob's in a real tough spot now, and he will not be given a real chance to clutch things back. Third round here for FUT. They at least give themselves some breathing room moving into that second half.
What's new here today? The Slack, trash, yeah, like always. What? Holy shit! Whoa! What? Where am I?
Do you want to try?
Yes, I do.
Don't think. Come on.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
That Molotov has been completely... We didn't see it, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a B-side hit where Demon has received a goosh. He does, however, give one right back. Launex also good for the same. Karrigan feeling frisky with the Glock, but he is quickly put down to bed. 2 versus 3 as Twist makes his way over. He's already lost Frozen, all alone now with the bomb in the ground and his body right there with it.
Yeah, I mean, great job from Demon. So casualties here could have implications moving into a future gun round. It's a force from FaZe. And we know they are good for these types of rounds. 1 or 2 in a series, and in a best of 1, they're hoping they can get that mileage here and now. Twist gets his, and it's a double at that. Rifles recovered. Now Twist fully armed. But they won't have free space necessarily to get this bomb planted.
Gravity is going to push through the smoke over here, but he doesn't find anyone. There's too many targets to deal with, but he's got Demon coming in from behind. Larnix as well. Larnix with a spray transfer will save the day. FUT can breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, God. The flowers of youth.
Yeah, still quite an expensive round, and in with more Deegs. Karrigan's the one that starts, as everyone would anticipate.
Yeah. Everyone has heard of the KD.
Can be good with it. Spots another onto short. And while Jacob pokes and probes from ramp, FUT are just going to be continually put on notice. Oh, pre-fire there from Demon.
Great stuff. Look, you're not going to get away from these rounds without losing weapons.
Not so
This is one of
great.
those things where it's hate to break it to you. Your CT economy is always going to be at risk, and now it might be more than just your economy that you have to worry about.
Onyx
Onyx
could
is
be
so
in trouble
scary.
here. Yeah. Why wouldn't you be?
Every reason for it, sure. Oh, that's why you need to be scared. Your head's on the ground, and it's shock and awe written all over your face. Symmetry, bombs up not in a place where he can interrupt it. Brokey's going to be able to jiggle him out and spot him as well. Symmetry now caught between angles, and those angles are fighting fierce. Symmetry was actually brought down low earlier on by Jacob, so he's the one who's dealt all the damage from across the map. Good stuff for Jugas.
It's very late timing to take this.
Could cast him off guard. Karrigan has to check this one though. Moves fast. He's going fast. They're trying to accelerate into the B side. Watch out for Demon and his Deagle. They need to find at least a kill or two. Jugas though, the flank is good for the double, but that's where he'll be forced to stop because Jacob comes in, flanking the flanker, but Lonex is hoping to do much the same. Long range though, and with only a scout and a Deagle, it does feel like FaZe have guaranteed their way to 11. With Symmetry dying, Brokey's got no reason to question where this last member could be. Lonex would really only be in apartments.
Yeah, good show of urgency there from FaZe. Knew that there was going to be a possibility they could be approached on from the flank as well, so Frozen just pushed.
New strat books and make adjustments, especially when you're a relatively young core. Pretty good. Shot in the back, and it's Gravity to assist. Jugas and getting that kill, and hey, there might be more damage where that came from. Karrigan, however, is going to be able to move on to the largely undefended B-bomb side. FUT is making this incredibly difficult, though, for FaZe Clan. Where FaZe themselves won out an eco, but has the chance to replicate that feat. Karrigan is low. Brokey and Twist are going to be your primary defenders. Twist is watching out for a player to jump in through that window, but they're not going to be the ones to make first contact. 3 HP on Karrigan. He's still in position to defend. Could go for a one and done, and indeed he does. Head swept clean off, but Jukas finds Twist in the meanwhile, and Symmetry's done the same. Brokey can't survive. They don't have a kit, though. I don't know if they have time.
They barely dove it. The beep started changing sound, and it's so close. Oh, they have it. They have it. It's actually not as close as even I thought it was. Not to be. This game is still on.
Full XU's coming in. Jugas has just heard a whole lot of nades coming his way, and he's made that call. Jacob wants to accelerate. But where is he going to accelerate to? There's a smoke separating him. Smoke's been blown. Jacob gets it first. Frozen is no longer frozen. He is burning to a crisp still. Barely gets out of the flames. And with that, they can move on to the bomb side. There's another kill from Gravity. Through the smoke, find Jacob, and Brokey's done the same. Still pointing in a difficult angle. Symmetry had an off, otherwise could have just sprayed him down on default. Brokey barely gets the digits dialed in before... Well, the point, Symmetry spotted out the Tetris play, but he already deployed that nade. Incendiary to move Frozen away from angle. That's going to be burning him into the bullet of Symmetry. Demon now covers off Firebox. Karrigan's all alone. Now, man, known for many clutches, this will not be one of them.
Oh dear. So close. And I thought FUT had fumbled it FaZe a full A exec.
I think we had Twist and Frozen on like 13 kills at the end of the first half.
I think it was like 12 and 14, yeah, something like that.
Not that many more in the second, and Jugas, oof, that's why. Good first kill, but with both players coming in through the smoke, Twist was always going to be able to go for that trade. It sets them up for a 4 versus 4. You might be thinking that that smoke in A main is going to fade soon, and that's going to be a problem because you don't have another one. You're wrong. That smoke is to enable long in getting information and flanking. The problem is FUT are very far away on the rotate. Symmetry needs to get these kills, and they've just moved through the smoke in a way where he can't see them at all. Jacob now goes wide, is taking the fight into CT. The flashbang is not going to do much. Karrigan is delayed, but no one else. Watch out for Launex though. That's the one they've been waiting for all this time. Bomb is down. Long's good for one. Make it two. Jacob responds. Now back in the fray is Karrigan as he reclaims CT. Symmetry and Crabany both split up, but it will not matter. Crabany finds a first, and Symmetry can reclaim through spawn the territory he barely just lost. FUT, however, they'd be more than happy to take a seat at the table with the big boys. Demon flashed up initially, and FaZe Clan's out to B. They have left Karrigan behind, but Launex is good to deal with the trotting B side. Karrigan good for one, Jacob the other one, and Launex is slow to pull out the USP, but still gets a kill. Jacob holds on now with the M4 recovered. Frozen will bring it back to a 1 versus 1. They know where Jugas should be coming in from, but they don't have the bomb. Frozen's got a lot of ground to cover, and as he tries to do so, Jugas is in the perfect position. He's going to have the timing. Frozen has to get a perfect read here. If he even taps the bomb, he's dead. He's dead there and then. FUT are up to 10 rounds. They were down 9-1.
One more round and everything is tied up here. That really would be a bad surprise for FaZe management. Demon, an opener in from middle, coupled up with Launex to take a lot of damage to the util. But Twist is hoping to capitalize on that space, that presence, the receding CTs back to the bomb sites.
Oh my god, you're joking.
God.
Nothing's working out for them at all. This is the defending champions of CAC. That's why FaZe are here.
From 2023.
We didn't have a CAC last year.
Yeah, many moons ago. But
Roki's
lo and
got a
behold.
crack angle, and he's really hoping he's got a cracked rifler. Jacob needs to do it all there. Roki 8 HP, and now with the chance given up, Jacob could have gone in for the second. Unfortunately, it's too much to ask for. Roki closes the distance, trying to make his way onto the bomb side. Even a plant over here would be nice. FaZe's money is incredibly bad. Plant at the very least should guarantee a chance to take it slightly further in the next. Tactical timeout should be used though, regardless of whatever happens. It is a tough call on whether to buy or not.
That looked a little nerve-wracking there from FUT, I'll be honest. A 4v1 outside of that A site. The bomb is relinking inside of Palace while there's a rogue group that are trying to pull presence into middle.
It's an A-split play, but they still have to deal with Crabany on the boost. They don't expect him to be there when there's 20 seconds left on the round. Launex's position is incredibly good. He can come in for the backstab. 2 kills found immediately as well. FaZe Clan are losing their marbles and slipping over them, but it's a 1v1. Chris can still come in from the side. Launex saves the day. That was almost the most FaZe round you can possibly imagine. You don't get to rejig this. You don't get to bump in twice. Jacob's already low. Twist feeling a little bit more honest as well. And there's 40 seconds left. You need to find Demon. You need to find Crabany, but Twist has got too many numbers to deal with.
Twist position is so good.
Watching out for it though, and he's going to be taken down. The crossfire too much to deal with. Now they try and push forward into connector. They're losing numbers, they're losing chances, they're losing hope, they're losing the map. FUT will upset from the 9-1 lead down. They will bring it all the way back versus the veterans of FaZe.